Top of it. Top of it. Um, I just got off Bernard Riley's channel and panel. They were talking about why the black man should care about other men tricking. And this is a video on what tricking is, what perceived simping is, and the difference between the two, and how to avoid tricking and simping. All right, tricking. Tricking stems from you all know paying. Tricking stems basically what tricking is you are paying for female validation. Period. Paying for female validation. So what simping is that you are being super duper nice in hopes to gain female validation. So the difference between tricking and simping, because tricks can be simps and simps can be tricks. The difference is one is monetary in nature, is more monetary than not, and in tricking, it's monetary, like the monetary, but more dutiful. That means you're giving her your platonic attention. You know what I mean? You're doing things for strictly for her validation. You're washing her car. You are washing the car, changing tires, changing oil, painting houses, putting up nice stands, TV stands. You're listening to her problems. Basically, you being her friend. You being a good friend in hopes of gaining her validation. So, with that out the ways, and I gotta explain it because can't nobody really say what tricking is and what simping is, and don't let the rap fool you. It is tricking if you got it, and so there's no bigger place to gain what I'm to really exercise what I'm saying than a strip club. Strip clubs is the biggest place for tricks. Why? Because there may be some sex going on depending on where you're at and what you're doing. But for the most part, there's no sex going on. You know what I mean? They throwing money at the woman in hopes of gaining her temporary validation. Now if you just gonna go, a man goes and you go to the host stroll, like I said on Menage right now. You go to the host stroll, and you see prostitutes out there. You already know what the business is. You know she's not going to validate you. You're not going to validate her. You go and you have sex and it's over with. Now, did you pay for sex? Yes. But did you trick? No. Wait a minute, brother. That don't make a lick of sense at all. How how can you say how can you say that somebody paying for sex or paying for release is not tricking? You already know what it is. See, you already know what it is. A trick to me is buying a Birkin bag. That's a trick. You understand me? A trick to me is buying a Lamborghini for a chick. You understand me? A trick to me is flying a chick out, putting her in a hotel. That's tricking. Or if you ain't balling like that, you paying the chick's bills and you don't even stay there. Trying to seek her validation. See, understand some fellas, you know what I mean? Women have, you know what I mean, the most attractive ones. Now, women have multiple men to do multiple things. She got a guy who fix or Mr. Fix It Man. You know what I mean? He fixed cars and put up a handyman rather. Fix cars and do repairs on apartments and homes. She have another guy who buys the food. If she have a job, she may have a work husband who gives her attention and validation at the job, and then she have a dude who just beating the back end. And then she got a dude, you know what I mean, that she might be want to pursue a relationship with. So again, I always said this common knowledge among individuals who are on the wrong side of the tracks. You know what I mean? The best way the woman can, you know, you got a woman's validation, she spend her money on you. That's the best way you know you got it. She spends her money on you. So, now, if you are in a, brother, if it's been a while and you just want to get one off, hey man, sex has got to happen. So, so you go to the whole stroll and you go. She ain't trying to validate you. You ain't trying to all that talking, whooping. You get that on going and be gone. But tricking, like strip clubbing and buying gifts and stuff like that, that's tricking. Because you're doing all that for her validation. Now, how do you stop tricking? Or how do you slow tricking? Or like Sam for the P say, how can you get out the spirit of tricking? Well, I'm gonna tell you. 0 before the 1, you got to be a man first. Find the man inside of you. Right? Or, find the man inside of you. Second off, you got to have and practice self-love. Because women are attracted to selfish men. Selfish men show the utmost level of self-love. Now, after doing that, invest in yourself. Well, brother, why would I invest in myself? The more you invest in yourself, the less you spend on a woman. So, somebody brought up a Lamborghini. A man got a Lamborghini. Man got on Christian Louboutin shoes. A man got on a Versace shirt, Gucci belt, Ferragamo jeans, and all this. And he ain't a trick. No, he's not. Because if the woman comes up to him, he already has their validation. Because they're coming up to him. They want to be a part of his situation. So they're showing him there's something about him that they like. See, make no mistake about it. Men do most of what they do. Well, about 80% of what they do for female validation. The other 20% is for survival. I love to break it down to y'all like this, but it is what it is. So, if it's not female validation is the second oldest currency known to mankind. The oldest currency is hard work. So, with that being said, if you invest in yourself, if you act like a man first, love yourself, invest in yourself, then that slows down and almost ends all the tricking because you love yourself enough to know that you don't need this woman's validation and you're not willing to stoop to paying for someone's validation. Period. So with that being said, I hope that kind of put a button on the whole tricking and ain't tricking if you got it. And also, you know what I mean? Again, when a man tells you to lead with your wallet, pay all the bills, stuff like that, he's setting you up to be a trick. And the thing is, nobody respects a trick. Nobody. The woman who has the simps, women don't respect simps and tricks. They like men. So men who I'm trying to cultivate in my little space are men who love themselves enough to validate themselves first, and then invest in yourself enough, whether it's sweat equity or monetarily, invest in yourself enough to where a woman wants to seek your validation. All right, guys. Thank y'all for y'all time.